The list of Canadian politicians apologizing or disclosing that they left the country, even as Canadians were being told to stay home, is growing. More than a dozen federal and provincial politicians are now saying they took trips out of the country, and there's plenty of political fallout. So joining me with more on this story is the Globe and Mail's Laura Stone. Laura, great to see you.
Good morning, Kelsey.
So the latest last night, we now have 7 MPs, 1 Conservative, 1 NDP, and 5 Liberal, saying they traveled internationally this year. So let's look at what's happened on the federal level.
Well, Kelsey, you're right. We had an update last night, and the list is growing. We know that 2 of those Liberal MPs, including the Parliamentary Secretary for International Development, have been stripped of their role, so they'll no longer have an elevated role beyond being an MP. Nikki Ashton from the NDP has also been stripped of her critic role because she went to Greece to visit an ailing grandmother. And a Conservative as well went to tend to his property in California, although he isn't being punished for that. So I think where this story has legs and continues to grow is we keep hearing more and more about these MPs or provincial MPPs or MLAs in different provinces who've gone abroad for various reasons. We saw here in Ontario, the former finance minister, Rod Phillips, took a vacation to the luxury island of St. Bart's. But since then, it's trickled out that some of these politicians have been traveling throughout the year, whether it's to look after their properties, to help their children, to go to memorial services, or just to take vacations. So this is really resonating with the public, of course, because many of us have wanted to travel for those very reasons. And so, as you mentioned, the anger and frustration towards the ruling class really is coming out now as much of the country remains in lockdown.
Laura, there was a lot of speculation over the weekend about the Prime Minister and Conservative leader Erin O'Toole. So have we confirmed where they were over the holidays?
The leaders did not travel. There was some internet speculation, rumor floating around about the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister's office said he remained in the National Capital Region. Erin O'Toole was in Ottawa with his family, and NDP leader Jagmeet Singh has been in Brampton with his family. He does represent a BC riding, but his office says that he's been in the Toronto area since the pandemic in order to limit his travel. So certainly from the leadership front, we haven't seen any big scandals, but we have kind of heard and seen some finger pointing towards these leaders or provincial leaders as well, including Alberta Premier Jason Kenney, for maybe not hammering home the message or sending a strong enough message to his own membership by saying don't travel or you shouldn't have traveled before the holidays. And Mr. Kenney has refused to punish anyone, including one of his ministers, Tracy Allard, who went to Hawaii, and there are growing calls for her resignation as well. So, even if the leaders did stay at home, we are seeing some frustration and anger towards the leadership for not doing enough to prevent this.
Yeah, Laura, all you have to do is take a look at the comment section on some of these stories online. You see how frustrated people are right now. Thanks for your analysis, and we'll continue to follow this story.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for watching. If you like this, be sure to subscribe here.
And you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.